what's up? It's Matt here, and today I want to share with you what frozen burritos taught me about affiliate marketing. Now, if you've been on my email list for any amount of time, you've received an email from me about frozen burritos. It's probably the most, I don't know, the email I get the most responses to, even though it's literally one of the only emails I'll send all year that I don't ask for a response. And what I write about in this is something that I struggled with. I struggled with for years, for 37 years. I was 37 and a half years old before I finally figured out the right way to cook a frozen burrito. So I send out this email, and it's about this. I'm going to share this email with you today. Now, if you're not on my list, you should be. You know the drill. Go subscribe so you're on my email list, and you can see this email. But here's what I write, and I'm not going to just read the email to you, but here's a little bit of what I write. I said, don't worry, there's a marketing lesson in here. So stick with me for just a second on the burrito thing. Normally a frozen burrito, as you know, it ends up cooked in one of two ways. Either one, you get it's hot on the inside and it's brick hard on the outside. Why? Because the outside is like crunchy. It's cardboard at this point. It's nice and hot on the inside though. The inside's great. You might burn your tongue though, but that's a whole nother story. But the outside is it's like a potato chip. It's disgusting at that point because it's not how a burrito is supposed to be. The other alternative is it's warm and soft on the outside and it's a disgusting meat popsicle on the inside. It's frozen, right? So you either have two terrible options. And that's what I lived life for 37 and a half years. Now this whole thing is kind of tongue in cheek, right? But seriously, I lived life. I love frozen burritos. And those are my only two options. Till I discovered the secret to a great frozen burrito. Want to know the secret? You steam it first. You steam it. That's it. You boil some water. You cook it for a medium to medium high. Should be not like, the water should not be boiling aggressively, but it should have a nice flow to it. You steam it for somewhere 25, 35 minutes in a colander. So I'll cook two at a time. I like frozen burritos, right? I mentioned that, right? I'll cook two at a time. I put them in the colander. The only thing I do is about halfway through, I'll turn the burritos. Oh, and you want to spray the burritos or the colander with some like nonstick oil. So I cook them 25, 35 minutes, give or take, medium to medium high boil. Then I cook it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 7 minutes. It just gets a little bit of crispiness on the outside, not too much though. Here's the thing, the lesson and what I share in this email. It took a little experimenting, but by gosh, I can now make the perfect frozen burrito. I do point out in the email that your times and temperatures may vary, but you want to play around with it a little bit. So what's the marketing lesson here? And this is what I share in the email. I said, the marketing lesson is you need to try new things. You cannot be satisfied with the status quo. In fact, you have to hate the status quo. I want you to hate the status quo. You can't live inside the box. In fact, you have to hate the box. Like, not only you want to be outside the box, you want to despise the box's existence. So get out there. Here's what I say in the email. Get out there and steam your friggin' burrito. That's what marketing is all about. It's about trying new stuff, breaking stuff, failing miserably. I talk about that. One of the quotes that I have on my website is that you want to fail when you're small. You want to break things when you're small so you can succeed big later. Break lots of stuff when you're first starting out. End up with a soggy burrito now and then. That's marketing. That's how you get ahead in marketing. You're being the one brave enough to try something new. And here's the thing. Trying something new doesn't mean you have to invent some new social network or do anything all that crazy. Think about this. I didn't invent steaming. I didn't invent the colander. I didn't invent the oven. I didn't invent the frozen burrito. All I did was take things that already existed and put them in a certain order. Just by screwing around with it. I combined two awesome things and made them even better. That's what I did. It's just like the time I combined ketchup, sour cream, and guacamole. They're an amazing pork chop sauce, by the way. So try sometime. It's about equal parts. You got to mess around with it. Maybe add a little bit of salt. But anyway, ketchup, sour cream, and guacamole. I know it sounds disgusting. It sounded disgusting. I accidentally made it when I was like, this is really good. So I'm going to be doing a lot of testing in the future. Right now we're testing so much stuff. I don't even know half the stuff we're testing. And I'm going to share the results with you. I'm going to share the results on my blog. I'm going to share the results in my emails. I'm going to share the results on this podcast. I'm going to share the results in my videos, you name it. I'm talking about marketing stuff generally, not culinary stuff. But you know what? If I stumble upon a recipe or a new way to cook something, I may or may not share it with you. And that's the thing. You should be doing the same with your audience. Share what's working with your audience. Try stuff, break stuff. Some experiments are going to work and some are going to fail miserably. But I challenge you to try something new today with your marketing. Try something today. Try something this week with your affiliate campaign. Try something new with your blog. Try something new with your podcast. Try something new with your videos. Try something new with social media. And then share the results. So, does that sound like a plan? And if you want to see this email, make sure to go subscribe to my email list at mattmcwilliams.com. And I will see you there, and I'll see you in the next episode.